skipper. What are you doing with him today?
It's a good chat, isn't it? Because it's a great problem for our personnel to try and find those 2 goals in any given game. He's their best one.
In Jason Dunstall, talking about forwards, Jason. 5 matches, 11 goals.
It's been a knock over the years. One of the few knocks you can have with Patrick Dangerous.
Focus on Nick and mark the footy, and it's really important for the Geelong in the way they want to attack.
I don't know what I'm going to get from the Cats. They're super professional, they're consistent.
They're immediately, so they need a fast start, the Hawks, just to get that belief back. I agree with you.
Smith immediately grabbed by Warple. Quick hands to Atkins and Stewart.
Weddle, confident start in front of Manor. Immediately squeezes it to the outer side. Down end off Dangerfield. Tries to hit a target in. He's good. A little bit too much. Work out again. Danger. Warple. All the way back.
Well, they got one.
Kenzie got an important hand on it.
So far, Stanley pats it down.
Meek and Neal. Inside 50. D'Ambrosio takes on Manor. Dropped it. Gone.
Your prior opportunity's gone. Ball doesn't come out correctly. It's a free kick.
Crowd at the MCG. The Easter Monday game started in 19. A 45-degree angle for this one.
Well, Smith's away again. I mean, forward just...
And it's the second goal for the Cats, and he loved it.
They're going to get monstered by this Geelong midfield if they can't.
Oh, Meek. Warple taps in front of himself. Bowes comes the other direction. The goal scorer, Dem.
Forwards need to get to work.
O'Connor kick down the line towards G. Kick 5 against Port in round 10. What about this for a net? But it's coming
inside 50 entries than most defenders. So if you can have him high like that.
Warple being busy early. Now McKenzie has a little bit of space running through the 491 career goals, 3 premierships at Hawthorn. Gunston.
4 clearances, the Cats. They had all the territory. Kick a couple of goals. Last 2 clearly
grabbed, got rid of it. Holmes off a standing start. Barrels it inside 50.
Deliberate. And this is the problem for the Hawks. They're almost the poorest team in the competition at defence.
If you're going to make an error, it's got to go wide and long.
The poor choice to kick.
I know there wasn't a lot of time, but if you can link up with someone.
The athletic one, Weddle. They'll continue to run. Weddle has to go out of bounds. Big...
Lazy, it was smothered, and then Holmes grabbed it. He was driven in by Morrison. Building, low ball, not good enough for Gunston. De Koning.
It's an unbelievable run from close. He took off, he went back to some
pass ball, turnover, and then there's space everywhere. So if you don't, that sort of competitiveness from big man Marby or Chol.
2 metres back, play on.
Dylan Moore.
Scrimshaw back after that suspension from the Ridley incident.
Natural to the mark.
I wouldn't bother leading.
Reece Stanley's in the square.
And yet to generate inside 50. So let's see if they can transition this one.
Goal with a chance. He slams it into the woodwork. This time.
Guthrie. Bailey Smith runs. Defenders beaten in the air. Mark was spilled. Comes to Manor. Little outside.
Piercing ball towards half forward. Gunston. Look away handball.
Going forward. Dempsey, the rising star, when he just stayed back, judged it perfectly on.
2 bad ones inside 50. Again, we're getting a fast open.
They get a chance through Stengel. Dempsey was calling for it, but Weddle was fantastic.
Yeah.
Which coach is happiest with this game at the moment?
Neither.
In the end, the breeze just holds it up.
It looked like it was going through.
The fists. Smith in midair, tried to get it to Humphries, tried to manufacture.
Pulled all their forwards back. There's big voids of space in the middle of the ground. They're just going to work them over.
It was a genuine 50-50. He's going to have to come back.
And the ball in their back half. Their forwards retreat immediately back to goal. You just got to make sure your grid is in really good order and that you deal.
See a bit of the senior coach in McKenzie.
The V they like to protect from the goal face.
Foot kicks it back in the Gunston direction.
She's creating some problems.
Misses the lot that time.
Oh, you don't see that from the 19 of the Hawks guy. He does draw free kicks because of the fear factor.
Ball immediately grabbed, got rid of it. Scrimshaw. Can they...
Gets away with it. And the catch unity goes back to Nevitt to really hurt the Hawks.
And Nilly gets hands on it.
50. Outside of those 2 errors.
First quarter, the Cats go in with an 11-point buffer. Believe it to Manor, to Cameron. A little 9-iron. Yeah, 46 goals for the season.
He's chasing the umpire. He's into him. He's into him large.
As is empty. And at the end of the day, you can whinge all you like about decisions that go either way.
At the moment, Atkins to Holmes, who just Belts one to Dave.
See if Dangerfield can do better.
You're looking at the flags. It's pretty ferocious, really.
Coming as a result of that, look, that's a beautiful
Game high 23-point margin. Centre clearance all important. Got some work to do on Bailey Smith. Does enough on the handball. Back to Nash through the hands of Hardwick.
Look at him here. He releases to the front, commits his opponent to the
Well, you know all these things.
No.
You do that a lot when you do that.
To ground, coughed it up. Dempsey inboard, he goes. Dangerfield gets rid of it. Hospital tried to slap it to Manor. Newcomb came through. Quick hands to Warple. He's taken, barrels it out of the congestion and grabbed by Sicily.
Just tugged it.
Third in the best and fairest last year.
When you turn it over like that, they're all out of position trying to make space for an outlet.
Meek. Newcomb overruns it, as does McKenzie. Smith does.
Bounce clearance, you get a chance to control the footy and you create an option inside.
Converting it, getting it to the outside. First possession to clearance, inside to out.
Well and out.
He needs new boots.
Zio, who penetrates one towards the Chol direction, off hands at the back. Humphrey.
Oh, gee.
And they've got Dylan Moore on the outside here if they can get it across as well.
Didn't want to go.
They look dangerous every time they go inside 50, the Cats.
The football, Nevitt's in there. And eventually tied up. Ball advantage paid, and now they're off to the races. Warple to Impey through the
Back to Blitzarve, Stengel. And now the Cats can rebuild off the wing through Bowes.
Small moments are costing goals. And Marvio had a chance.
Not quite.
What a beautiful day in Melbourne. There was some...
Hot footy, Easter Monday. Cats well into another long, blonde-haired character. Important touch from Stewart, and the Cats hang on.
Just an end.
To block a kick or block a handball has been unbelievable.
Geelong looking to punish.
They've done well to fall forward.
They're threatening. Side of the boot from Stengel. Misses.
Cut them with a handball. That one misses aim on from Morrison. Because Stengel was away. Still good enough to pick it up. Back to Ack.
Composed enough. The half volley. Darting ball on the wing. Dempsey.
He's looked likely. He's looked dangerous. First possession for the second term.
This game is on a knife's edge everywhere. Just there. Didn't complete it. Left it.
Won it out in the full from Jack Gunston. On the back of 6 last week versus Port. And now it's in the hands of Marbior Chol. And good luck.
Of his leg as well.
Left eye on the right chin. Don't know how you get that combination.
There's Marbior Chol on approach now.
Ball flicks to him. Bang! Gone. Morrison levels him, and they're all
Here. So he can be a little bit inconsistent, but that was picture perfect for Hawks fans.
Some of the misses in this first half, Kingy. You don't get that many good looks. Goes to ground.
Smith back on.
The Cats had kicked 4 unanswered. Meek again good at ground level.
The last 10 minutes, as you can see.
Won the last 9 clearances.
Darting one towards Cameron. He had 2 on him. Sicily pats it down. Henry couldn't win the things.
Ball is living in Hawthorn's half at the moment. The last 10 or 15.
Field has to come from full forward into the middle just to arrest this slide. Put your best.
Looking for an answer. They got men out everywhere. Dempsey might have lost it in the sun. Then had
Put in the forward 50, and we've seen Manor involved a heap of times.
And
Sets it up for a magnificent. Get the free kick. So
Meek with something hopeful. It was touched anyway.
just bounces and then kicks one towards the pocket. Cameron rests leg.
Perfect start for the Cattle to intercept. He couldn't get there. Cameron takes the contested mark. Look at that. He takes the...
Warple puts it out to Newcomb. Promising build-up for the Hawks. They go inside 5th.
threes. Can't miss from there, Jay, surely. Normally get a goal and a half a game. It's amazing the battle in there. There we go.
Goal for goal early in the third.
His opponent to sleep here. Not going to happen.
Sam.
I don't know what's that.
Trail by 4.
Is the game. Centre bounce clearances are the game. They need to put their trump card.
Back to Myers. Manor check side. Goals galore coming on.
Inboard. They could have raffled it there.
So critical. Over is the way to do it. And that's what the Cats have done here.
The Cats, just the 3 this year, 5 last year. So damaging. Not sure here from James.
So Sicily not wanting to cough it.
Nothing presents immediately.
Oh,
Grabbed in the end by Close.
That's the strength of Dangerfield. And that's what David King's...
For a skillful finisher, doesn't even make the distance. Sicily under him.
Thrown in almost true centre wing. He has 2 bounces, nobody home, so he lines them up.
Has got to step on Sicily, so dangerous.
Oh.
By foot, it's an aggressive ball. At old school to Newcomb with a sizzler. Gunston 1-2.
Stuffings
he's out.
out of the Catter on the ground.
Closey and Jaff, the unused subs.
He's a man that's...
That's the last time we see Grind for the day. So it's a big hole now for Chris Scott.
Brian Myers is...
It's an assisted walk-off, but Connor Nash is going to be in serious trouble over that.
could have raffled it, and the young man takes a mature mark. Standing start. What's the rule about handballing them to Ruckman? Got it
when the game really is on the line later on. Morrison had a pretty good afternoon.
important third term. Stanley with a little nudge catches the football.
Oh, gee, he just turns over. Terrible kick that aids him. Bruce. Another error for the Hawks.
On kicks to the outer side over the head of Gunston. He's got time, but this is the most important touch of them all. Third term.
Barris flies. He hung in the air for an extra moment. Looked like the half back.
Great ball, Howie. You spotted the lead early. He started that just...
Well, it's on the back of the intercept work at half back from the Hawks. Barris takes it. He understands that space better than most. Jack Gunston and
Defensive 50. Bowes. His kick, a little bit questionable. So Gunston, difficult assignment from
Just gain with a long 60-metre ball.
yeah.
Jack running. Weddle looks for Sicily. Realised he had two.
So Stanley and Nash hurried one just inside forward 50 for the Cats.
Giving some excitement through the midsection of the ground. They're leaving it all to Bailey Smith and Active, don't they? They're allowing the Cats front position and first step.
Again, take the Cats out with his second.
Well, the Hawks are complacent. Yep.
Set up properly, go after the footy.
Morrison went...
Crowd contributing to the swear jar. Back in the middle. Kicks it to himself. That was a lead. Then off the side of the boot. That would have been...
He had it and spent it. Looked like he had it. Just bounced out of his hand.
Find an uncontested target. They'll take the stoppage on the wing. Sam Mitchell's got a challenge.
Gunston's been in everything. Jack Gunston off his chest. Hawks over.
Set properly for O'Sullivan. Waited for it. Got it to Bowes. He's wrapped up. And also Blitzarves. And again, we repeat the dose.
Very properly getting up.
That's a classic full forwards move to make sure they get the shot.
Well, the kick's brilliant, but the chase and tackle was better.
Newcomb's lifted. Big blast clearance to win from Warp.
They play on. Warple's released. Hits 50. Warple.
Meek couldn't mark it. Warple was able to run.
Another fantastic turn. The Hawks kicked 4 goals.
On the ground, Smith just trundles a little toe poke.
Gets around and back to the calm Tom Stewart. He kicks to a
It towards Dempsey. Couldn't win the football though. And in the end,
the Hawks pressing. Yugi deep. Not going that way at the moment. Titanic collision.
It's a good decision from Jack to leave his opponent.
true centre wing.
Hold the meter. Paid
A throw. He paid a throw and then advantage paid. So Stengel short.
We continually talk about a key. There are moments in the game. Can you take...
Jath is the sub on for Bruce.
The Hawks high one against O'Connor. To Moore.
The MCG lights in full effect now. Haven't seen a crowd, but it's got to be.
Feels like it's gone up a notch. It is hot in the kitchen.
It was long with a big pumping kick inside 50. Joel and Sicily. Oh, they all
Just all their forwards caught behind Jason. The ball comes in. All Hawk forwards taking back Barris's chase.
Oh, that's a dangerous kick.
Battles kick to
Ball goes over the back to Sicily, who dribbles the ball through. Oh, there is some
Game on.
Right, they can't get it to him. Watson finds a hole. Watson slips over.
tap that time. Umpire will ball it up. 40. There's Atkins fighting so hard, keeps it in play.
their way through the pressure. Take a little bit of time to compose. Corridor that changed everything up and opened up the game. And then
Hawks 2 and the rest has been all square.
And whose hands do you want the ball in if you're a Cat supporter? It's too far out distance.
Everyone was waiting for them.
Aiming to bring it back. P. Long ball. Sicily up the grounds. He's got to run faster. Henry was bearing down on him.
Well, this chase is just sensational.
Here's the important ball. Goes inboard to Watson. It's precise.
In fact, all of them.
Because
Now,
Finds Manor.
he didn't meet his moment 5 minutes ago, but that is a huge...
Bigger moments than this. Stabs out.
CJ's going to need to be good in the contest. Here come the Cats coming back at scrimshaw.
Kick your tackles. This is a craft. This is a skill.
He can't believe it, Bailey.
Nick Watson misses.
In front of a packed MCG, 88,000 people to be.
Sitting loose for the Hawks at the back of this stoppage, and you've got Blitzarves who just wrote.
Champ looks on. They nullify each other in the ruck. Manor joins in.
Goes to the pocket. Falls towards Moore. The Cats run out, throws Sullivan. Chase on the outer wing.
Quick kick from Atkins. What are they going to say here? In the Neil direction. No mark. Weddle skies it outside 50.
2 minutes on the clock. The Cats by a point.
Pressure. The pressure is getting to everyone. You can't stop and wait for the ball, Josh.
The second-year Cat. Sicily hasn't had the...
And a tough day for the skipper.
Chip, they can go back to Tom Stewart. They're choosing to go long, but they've got numbers.
Myers exited the field after a crude tackle. Substituted out of the...
Sends it all the way out to the other side. It's going to take a while to get there.